Hey, it's John here from John Still Runs. Well, actually, I'm not running at the moment because I had a little injury on Wednesday afternoon. I was running and I had just successfully gone through some rough stock route in between Dunedoo Road and Yarrandale Road, and I'd managed to get to Yarrandale Road and start going down the hill in a southerly direction when some cars were coming towards me, so I thought I'd better step off onto the verge where there was some long grass, little realising there was a hole, which I put my foot in and rolled my ankle, inverting it quite severely. Heard a pop, never a good sound to hear when you sprain something, and I felt instant sharp pain, which made me a bit woozy actually, and I had to sit down on the ground, which must have been interesting for the cars going past. What's this old guy doing sitting on the grass? I gathered myself to ring Janet to come and pick me up. Didn't think I needed the ambulance, and tried to describe to Janet where I was. Actually had trouble getting out the words, and in fact I couldn't. She had to look me up on Google Maps. We share a location, which is really fortunate and something maybe you guys should do with your significant others. If you're out running, they can see where you are. So Janet tracked me down, corner of Yarrandale Road and Merrily, near the racecourse there, picked me up, took me home. I've subsequently concluded that I've probably ruptured my anterior talofibular ligament. Probably haven't fractured the fibula, but there's possibility there might be a small avulsion fracture or fracture at the tip of the fibula, in which case managing it in a moon boot is probably the way to go. Just gradually bearing more weight and mobilising the ankle. I've already started some gentle non-weight bearing exercises as prescribed by my physiotherapist. Not always good to self-treat, but I think I probably know what I'm doing. Seen a few ankle sprains over the years as a physio. What I was going to talk to you today about was M for mobility in beams. And it seems a little ironic that I'm not very mobile at the moment, so I'm not going to give you any visual illustrations. But apart from recommend, why don't you go back to a YouTube video I did, I think in November last year, on the 4 dynamic stretches. And they're really good mobility exercises for runners, particularly before a run, but even afterwards or at any time to increase your mobility of your joints. So what does increasing your mobility of your leg joints, particularly your hips, do? It increases your stride length. It gives you a more efficient gait. Your running economy probably improves. And there's probably slightly less risk of injury. Mind you, I think the major cause of injury is a training problem with your plan, with your program. But that's for another talk. So M for mobility, beams, balance, endurance, agility. I wasn't very agile yesterday. Mobility, which is today, and we'll talk about strength soon. See you soon.